Okay, hello everyone, and welcome back to college after this long break. The purpose of today's presentation is for me to introduce myself, what strength and conditioning is, how I implement it at the college, and also how can it benefit you in terms of improving your sporting performance, returning from injury, or just general health and fitness. So why should you trust me and why should you trust what I say? So I'm an accredited strength and conditioning coach through the United Kingdom Strength and Conditioning Association, and it's quite a rigorous and a difficult process to go through to get accredited. But basically, it just proves that you are knowledgeable and experienced enough to work with professional athletes as well as youth athletes, whether that would be in pro clubs, academies, or independent schools. I'm also educated to a master's level degree in sports science, and I've got quite a strong and a broad range of experiences. So I've worked in university, I have worked in professional clubs, rugby and football, working with academies as well as first team squads. I've also worked with private coaching companies, working with martial artists, semi-pro and professional football players. Now I'm obviously here at Worksop College, and I also have my own private coaching business called Athlete 360 Performance. And obviously all this helps me to help you achieve your goals in as efficient and best way as possible, whether that would be sports performance, injury rehab, or health and fitness. So I'm sure most of you have seen these pictures and recognize these logos. So you've got your T Nation, Testosterone Nation, you've got your social media, Instagram, where you can follow fitness coaches and different fitness pages. You've got your women's health as well as men's health, magazines, blogs, websites, etc. Okay, so I'm sure quite a few of you have taken advices from these sources, probably maybe even copied workouts and programs from these sources, okay, in your own training. But what I would like to tell you is please don't be this person. I've read a few articles and I'm a fitness expert, okay? Probably over 80% of the content out there is rubbish, okay? And only a very small amount of programs, advisors, coaches out there that are actually worth following and worth taking advices from, okay? But you're probably not experienced or knowledgeable enough to recognize which programs are good, which advice to take, which fitness accounts or coaches to follow, and what to apply in your own training, okay? And you copying a 4-week hypertrophy program from T Nation or weight loss program from social media, etc., is probably not going to work for you, if at all. Okay, so that's why professional clubs and that's why independent schools hire accredited, qualified, experienced professionals such as myself to help you achieve your goals in as efficient way as possible. Okay. So I think the main takeaway from this is you have an access to a qualified and highly experienced strength and conditioning coach as part of your college's sports curriculum. So please use that. Okay, I can help you efficiently achieve your goals, whether that would be improving your sports performance, early to late stage injury rehab, or as well I could give you a nutrition advice as well, or write you a nutrition program. So what is strength and conditioning? So first and foremost, it's the practical application of sports science to enhance movement quality. Okay, it's also using an evidence-based research and physiology of exercise and anatomy. Okay, so I think that links quite well with the last slide. Okay, so we as coaches, we use scientific evidence and evidence-based research of human anatomy, human physiology, biomechanics, etc., to create individualized, age appropriate and experience appropriate programs for you. Okay, because a lot of you are different age, a lot of you have different experiences in terms of training in the gym or outside in terms of speed and agility training. So all that needs to be taken into consideration. So, you following a random 4-week program from a T Nation or Women's Health is probably not going to help you as much. Okay. So we, as strength and conditioning coaches, we use that scientific background that we got in university, as well as our practical experience over the years, to create individualized programs for you. Okay, and we all move, and therefore we can all benefit from a better quality of movement. Okay, so we all move, and strength and conditioning can benefit everyone. It's not just for athletes. If your goal is just improving general health and fitness, it can help you as well. So why is strength and conditioning important? 3 main areas is improving physical performance for your sports, injury prevention and rehabilitation, and also just general health and fitness improvement. So we see these 3 pictures here at the top, and we're going to focus on sports performance for a minute. Okay, so looking at these 3 pictures at the top, what is the common physical quality displayed in all these 3 pictures? And the answer is speed. Okay, so in all these 3 pictures, athletes are sprinting. Okay, and probably for 99% of sports, speed is, if not the most, it's going to be one of the most important physical qualities. Okay, and we as strength and conditioning coaches, for us, that's one of the main physical qualities to improve for athletes. Okay, so speed can be broken down into acceleration and maximal speed. Okay, so acceleration is your initial acceleration, and then maximal speed is slightly longer distances. Okay, but both physical qualities are important for pretty much most sports. Okay, so that is quite important to train outside, on the court, on the field, on the pitch. Okay, acceleration, maximal speed training, and then all that can be underpinned by strength, power, and mobility training. Okay, so whatever we do in the gym, that's all helps us to become faster. Okay, it's all aids our acceleration and maximal speed training. Okay, maximal strength training in the gym, power training, mobility training in the gym, all of these qualities help us to become faster. Okay, and obviously there are certain other qualities such as size for rugby players. Okay, so that's going to be important to train in the gym as well. But for most of the sports, maximal strength, power, and mobility training in the gym, these are the key qualities to help developing speed. Okay. The next 3 sports, we've got netball, cricket, and swimming. So again, what are the physical qualities displayed in these 3 sports? Okay, some of them will overlap, some of them will be different physical qualities. Okay, so the answer is netball. We've got a lot of sharp decelerations, changes of direction, so agility and deceleration training on the court and outside is quite important. Okay, but again, that can be underpinned by strength and power training in the gym. The stronger your muscles are, the more power you can produce, the faster you can stop, the faster you can change direction, and obviously that's going to help you to be a better athlete. Okay. Cricketer, again, speed training is very important, especially for bowlers. Okay, so obviously bowlers will have different techniques and different styles of bowling. Okay, some of them will sprint maximally, some of them will run at submaximal speed, 80%, etc. But if you can improve the ceiling, okay, the top maximal speed and acceleration and running technique, obviously that will gonna contribute regardless what your style of bowling is. Okay, and then strength, power, and mobility training again in the gym, that will help to develop your speed, but also for injury prevention. Okay, so if you look at the picture, the bowler, if the bowler now is going to strike his foot on the ground, there's going to be about 12 times of his own body weight going through his leg. Okay, so obviously you can imagine if your hips, knees, and ankles are not strong enough, there's a very high risk of injury. But then for the other positions, exactly the same. Batters and the other positions, again, upper body strength, lower body strength, and mobility and power is quite important to develop in the gym, okay, to become a better athlete. And then we've got swimming. Again, in the swimming, we mainly try to develop, we try to improve two main actions. First is obviously the initial jump into water, trying to push off the starting pushing, jumping into the water. And then underwater, turning and pushing against the wall. Okay, so these are the two main physical qualities which we try to improve with swimmers. Okay, so again, maximal strength and appropriate power and mobility training is quite important in the gym. There is still a lot of old school training going on with swimmers, a lot of continuous and long bodyweight circuits and medicine ball circuits that don't really improve either strength or power and just make swimmers tired. Okay, we need to try to move away from that and try to learn how to properly train strength and power in the gym and mobility as well. Okay, to improve these two physical qualities. So we covered sports performance.